lot better when you're with me. I feel right when you're around. Yeah. And when we're together, I hear music. You got me singing.
Hey again, it's Danica, and yeah, here we are after a few winters in this RV and then one in another travel trailer. We've learned a thing or two about getting ready for the long, cold winters. We don't always know how mild or how much snow we're going to get, but we do have an average, and we know what we need to at least prepare for. We have definitely made mistakes before and learned so much from those mistakes. We're definitely motivated to be prepared for winter, especially this year because I was very pregnant and I was not going to deal with frozen pipes and not adequate heat and there's all sorts of things that can happen if you don't prepare yourself. So I just wanted to share a few things about how we winterize our fifth wheel and just get really prepared. Some of this stuff is maybe over the top for you depending on what living situation you're in and where you live. For us here, really far north, we get harsh winters. This year's actually been pretty mild, but we definitely like to be prepared. February, March can be unexpected.
Good job.
Snow and very cold temperatures. So some of these things might be extra, and for some it might be necessary. So let me share with you what we do.
Feel so free, like how it ought to be. Baby, I'm in love with my best friend. The sky is blue when you're under the and the good times never end. Ooh la la.
You don't feel it
I
anymore.
like the way you move. I like the things you do. I like it when I'm with you.
So when you winterize your RV or your tiny home, travel trailer, whatever it may be, you need to start in the fall because you need to do certain projects before the snow falls. One thing that we decided to do this year, actually my husband just took it upon himself and decided to do it, was build a deck because we are stationary right now. We don't move our fifth wheel currently. Hopefully we can in the future, but right now we're on acreage and I was pregnant and my husband didn't want me falling down the stairs. He didn't want us sliding down the metal stairs once we had a newborn. So he built this awesome deck, and it's so nice to be able to walk out and sit on the deck in the morning time, get the sunlight in our eyes. But anyway, so he built this. It's definitely not a necessity because a lot of people move their trailers when they live in it or move their RVs. But for us, this was a fun project to do, and it also was good for him for practicing building stuff, and it's been really nice to have for us in the situation that we're in.
There's a half moon rising in your eyes. Nothing lonesome. Everything's just right.
Well, it will be nice when we finish it.
It's just right.
Starting to get cold, huh?
My hands are cold and my ears. That's about it.
You can see for miles.
I am loving having this deck to go out and sit on. I put a little bench out there, and just to be able to take your snow boots off when you get up to the top, and it just makes it so much easier to get in and out of with the size of family that we have, and dogs are not stampeding our kids down the stairs. So it's been great. Unfortunately, I painted it with this ugly peanut butter color, stain paint stuff, and I just started and I was like, I don't want to go back and pick another color, so that's what it is.
Watch a show. Not a full movie though. And
No.
I got a pint. And then I can have my own. Because I need it.
Because you need it?
Ow! I'm sorry. Oh, Dad! I flew that.
Good job, Goose.
So we finished it. I think it'll be easy to disassemble when we move, or when we're done with it. I think we'll be able to pass it on to somebody else in, a few pieces. Maybe we can disassemble it and they can put it back together where they live. Or if somebody else takes over where we're living, they could possibly use it with their RV. So we're hoping it can get a lot of use.
Put it me.
Yep.
Jeez.
Having a wood stove comes with having to keep up with chopping a lot of wood, and luckily Paul does that in our family. There's only been a few times I've had to chop some wood. But he started doing that in the fall. He got us a huge pile ready. And yeah, these are some pictures of when we installed it. And Paul and our friend, they both sweep chimneys together. They have experience with wood stoves. They just installed it together. And yeah, it's been great. So if we have to pull that slide out in, we're able to take the chimney off and store it. We could also take the wood stove in and out pretty easily. If we wanted to in the springtime through the fall, we could take it out and put it in a shop or storage somewhere. It is very heavy though, so this year we didn't do that. We just left it in all year. One basic thing that you have to do if you are wintering in your RV is skirting your trailer. So we use this ugly silver reflective foam board, and we've done this every year that we've lived in our fifth wheel, or the other RV we lived in. But a lot of people get like custom pretty black vinyl style skirting made, and it is a lot more expensive. But if you plan on living like this for a lot longer, that might be worth it. It might work better. For us, this has worked, and it's just a cheap way to do it. So we use the silver reflective tape, I don't know exactly what it's called, and cut the pieces so they fit perfectly. And this just keeps your underneath side of your trailer basically insulated. It keeps the cold air from getting up inside there and underneath, and making it really cold underneath. A lot of your pipes and your water tanks are underneath the trailer, so it just helps protect those. And the most recent thing that we installed is the mini split. So it's so much more efficient with heating and cooling. This is really great when our wood stove goes out and maybe we're asleep and it kicks on and it's super quiet, it's super efficient, and it's not using propane. It's on its own electrical outlet, and it's just so nice to have. So this really is pulling its weight in heating and cooling. We haven't used it for cooling yet, but I hear it's much better at cooling the entire RV than even your several separate units that are installed in the RV. So yeah, these are the main things, and then I would love to just leave a slide that shares a few other things that are helpful for keeping the mildew and the moisture at bay and just to combat that kind of thing. So I'm just going to leave that here at the end, and I hope this video is helpful for you.